This is Geekazine's special coverage of Ford, Forward with Ford, Futuring and Trend Conference in Dearborn, Michigan. Geekazine is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network over at techpodcast.com. If it's tech, then it's here. Check.
You all seen this movie, right? And see how the characters are doing their thing, but I want you to look at the other side of it. The actor and actress, they have all the markers suited on their body, and they're doing different kind of, stop the motions. What happened is that the computer will later on overlay the actor's motion captured in the computer and overlay that with a computer-generated character, and that's how the movie is made. We're using the same technology to study how human beings will get in and out of vehicle, movement shift, and do the control, do the seatbelt, and just the goal is that how can we make our design better to accommodate our customers. Come over this way. One thing you noticed over there in the movie set, it's wide open. They have cameras all around there. To study the vehicles, we cannot do that. We have to have the environment that's representative of our vehicles. That's why we have this equipment right here. It's a computer-controlled vehicle buck. Jen, would you move that? Right now, if you look at the body opening, it represents a kind of a large crossover or SUV. And with a click right there, this machine will kind of morph into a smaller vehicle. And it will allow us to change it quickly from very small to very large, because we do lots of different kind of vehicles, and it gives us a platform to do different studies quick on. And then if you look at the cameras surrounding here, we have 14 infrared cameras. Those are the cameras, the exactly same type of cameras Hollywood is using for the motion capture. Now we just need our character right here. This is Linux. Linux is suited with all the active markers. I'd like to bring your attention to this monitor right here. You can see that we captured this. And whatever he does will be captured on this computer. This computer is connected with all the 14 cameras. Would you go in and out, and you can see right here, we get all the camera, all the markers, recording the motion in and out.
He's getting in and out of the car.
How do we use the data? It's different. And after we have this data, we do some computing, and this data is sent to our design environment. That's our CAD system. We have a digital human model. We use that scaled to the size of the subject we tested. And we use the computation right here to drive that digital human model in the CAD environment. And that's the data we send to our engineers and designers. And they will be able to know how this subject moved in and out of the vehicle, where they position their head, their feet, and even their butt. Because everybody goes in and out of vehicles differently. Some people would go in butt first, some people would go in head first. And their positions of the head going underneath of the door opening is completely different. And we need to know the range of it, and that's why we recruit very small female subjects to very big male subjects, and we balance them out.
I can help you out with that.
We need you. Too bad it's really hard to find a small subject. And then we generate a database. We give those designs to the designers. If you look at that chocolate cover, brown cover, colored sweat, we call it sweat volume. That's how a foot with the shoe going in and it's in and out of this vehicle. And just imagine that we have 10 subjects, or maybe even 100 subjects. This volume will be this big. And then our engineer would know how to position those components can accommodate that. And if some of the vehicle design cut into it, then they will know what percentage of the population we are not be able to, accommodate. So this is the technology we're using today. And before we had this technology, what we do is that we build a real vehicle-like bug. And then we send them to California, New York, and then we bring people in and then ask them to give us feedback. It's expensive, takes time, and also that by the time we got the results, our design is already moved on, and it's really hard for us to change the design in the later stage. So this will enable us really to do the evaluation early on and do it better.
That's really cool. What about how people adjusted the seat? Like I would move my seat up closer. Is that in these tests also?
For the first row, yes. The driver, we allow the subjects to adjust their seat to their comfortable seated passenger driving position, and that's recorded. All the motion is respected to the seat adjustment. So we know, for example, I think we have a short film adjusted seat forward 140 millimeters. And then over the other side is all tall, long-legged, male subject. They push the seat all the way back. So we have the spectrum right there. And you can imagine that all the seated passenger will be different. And it's very important for us to be able to, measure the eye level and look down and up. Because that will, when we adjust it, and the seat position will go when we do the simulation, right? And now our seat engineer would know what's the seat travel. What's the length and the height? We should be able to, let the, subjects to adjust.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, we had some old vehicles that, in particular, I have a friend whose wife is really short. And they were holding on to this old Honda. I forgot which one's a small vehicle. I said, why? Just you need to get rid of it. No, my wife couldn't reach the pedal. Other vehicles, like, interesting. So I'm sure that the new technology will change that.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
What car design are you doing this at? Does this go in, when you're planning this, is this before things like placing the driving wheel and placing the informatics, or are you adjusting around those and those are fixed?
We do all of them. Very early on, the idea is that give me a zone that our studio would not cut into it as a guideline. And then later on, we also did like problem solving. Some of the study we did was that they did a clinical research, come back saying that, we have some problem in the footwell area. We don't have enough space there. So people complain about roominess, right? And then why don't you do a study for us and tell us how we can change the design? So we do different things. Then it's applicable to, upstream and downstream as well.
This is Geekazine's special coverage of Ford, Forward with Ford, Futuring and Trend Conference in Dearborn, Michigan. Geekazine is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network over at techpodcast.com. If it's tech, then it's here.